Hello, everybody, and welcome to PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA_network on Twitch. I am your host, Justin Phoenix, and tonight we are at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Short Track League in the PRA Short Track League Doubleheader Monday. First up, here in just a couple of minutes, will be the start of the Asphalt Assault Series, and then after that, at 10 o'clock Eastern, we will have the late model stocks. And the lobby should be opening really soon. So I kind of wanted to start the live stream a little bit later so that there was not as much dead air before the start of the race. Because, I'm not a professional broadcaster. I don't claim to be. So I don't really have the experience to fill the air. But tonight we're at Bristol Motor Speedway, formerly known as Bristol International Raceway, from 1976 to 1996, and as Bristol International Speedway from 1961 to 1976. It is a 0.5333 mile oval short track in Bristol, Tennessee. The track has held a variety of events since its opening in 1961, including NASCAR races, NCAA football, and sprint car races. Speedway has a capacity of 146,000 as of 2021. In addition to the main oval, the facilities complex also features a two-lane, 1/4 mile long drag strip. Bristol Motor Speedway is currently owned by Speedway Motorsports LLC (SMI), with Jerry Caldwell serving as track's general manager. And this is an active track in the NASCAR series. Excuse me. And so I think everybody that is a NASCAR fan knows this track pretty well. This is not a normal short track race for the street stocks or late model stocks. In fact, this in the street stocks is going to be pretty much a drafting track. You're not even going to need to use the brakes that much, if at all. Yeah, I don't even think the street stocks have to let off in the corners. This is going to be a drafting track for the most part tonight for the street stocks. Now, for the late model stocks, it might be a little bit different because they're a little faster, so you might see them have a lot more braking, maybe, or at least lifting in the corners. And we are still waiting for the lobby to open. It's a couple minutes past the time that it's normally open. That's normally the case. It takes a little bit for the lobby to get going. And so while we wait for that, is it coming up? Not yet. I think it is. Give me a second. My apologies. I wish that you could just pre-join. Like, allow me to join before the session even starts. So I can just be sitting here and waiting. That'd be nice. Anyway, tonight is the season finale for Season 3 for both the street stocks and the late model stocks. And if you've been following us any time this season, you know there's one guy to beat. And let's get that up here so we can see. And as you can see, Jacob Schneider, I'll highlight him here, is the points leader by 13 points over Riley Frost. So basically, unless there are a lot of cars here tonight, Jacob Schneider has the championship. He's 13 points ahead. Each point is one position, so it would require at least 14 drivers to be here, and Jacob Schneider finished 14th for there to be a change at hand because he would have the tiebreaker of winning every race so far this season, which is still a record he is trying to uphold at the end of this race. Will he be undefeated? If he is undefeated, this will be the first series in PRA history in our iRacing league that one driver has won every single race of the season. And then when he does it again in the late model stocks, it'll be 2 in a row. And that'll be a tough record to beat from this point forward because we're hoping to get some of Jacob's friends in here some other people in here that are fast, some people of all skill levels. We want you here. We don't discriminate against people of low skill. If we would, then I wouldn't even be allowed to be here because I am not that good. So, with that being said, here the winner of tonight's championship of each series will get $50 each series. So there's money up for grabs. And for second place, it's $25 each. And for third place, it's $15 each. So if someone gets third place twice, they get $30 tonight. That's nothing to sneeze at. $30 worth of content you could get at iRacing, whatever. And you can thank anonymous donors for their contributions here in the PRA iRacing League, Short Track League, sorry. So, with that being said, Riley Frost has a firm grasp on second place, being 35 points ahead of Joel Crozier. Now here's the interesting one. Who is going to finish third? Is it going to be Joel Crozier, who is 1 point ahead of Roger Saucier? And Roger Saucier is 1 point ahead of Chucky Walden. And unfortunately, Dylan Davis is 8 points behind them. So it would be a long shot for Dylan to beat all three of them. We would have to have a full field here and everybody finish behind Dylan Davis. He would have to win the race and get all the bonus points. So it's a long shot, but he's still capable of doing it. Austin LeBlanc is not making it tonight, so he will be out of it. Brandon Farley is unfortunately out of it. He is 8 points back from Dylan Davis. There would have to be at least 16 cars here tonight. Damon Henry, 18 points back from him. And the rest of them have not made every race. So they won't be in contention for this series championship. Excuse me. But the one that we are going to be looking at tonight the most will probably be Jacob Schneider alongside Riley Frost. We are in Dylan Davis's hometown, as we heard last week. So this could be the time for him to pull one off. Is he going to pull off an upset here at Bristol Motor Speedway? With that being said, let's go over to the track and see the cars on the track. And just so everybody knows that may be watching now, I think Shannon Milliken will not be here. So I'm going to have to be in the chat with the people. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me?
No.
Thank you very much. I will be your official tonight. Flashbang Shannon Milliken will not be here. I am doing the broadcast plus this. If there's some things that I may miss during the race, trust me, you can fill out a incident report. I will go over it afterward. We can discuss it like human beings, like adults, and yeah, we won't have any drama. And yep, let's have a good time. Is Jacob Schneider in a white car with nothing on it? No, okay. Yeah, he is. Is my trading paints not working? It probably isn't. There we go. Now we got trading paints. I seen the 81 and it was just a white car and I was like, there's something wrong with that. All right. Well, as you can see, Jacob Schneider, no surprise, on top of the board for practice. And with that being said, I will be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of some things before the race started. So, this should be a multi-group track. Probably won't see a whole lot of lifting. We got our usual candidates, first and second. Mason Taylor is somebody new, and so is Hadron Taylor. Mason Taylor is in third right now on the practice board with 3 minutes remaining. We do have Chucky Walden back with us this week. I do not see Roger Saucier yet, or Joel Crozier. If Joel Crozier and Roger Saucier don't make it tonight, Chucky Walden will automatically get the third place. Unless something dramatic happens and he finishes last and Dylan Davis finishes first. Do have some newcomers here tonight with the Taylors. I'm guessing they're either father and son or brothers. We do have another new one here, Robert Hensley. Welcome to PRA. I don't know if he's raced in one of the other PRA leagues or not. Kind of sad to say I am the one that does the stats, but I don't remember seeing his name, so I'm sorry. Joel Crozier has made it to the grid with 18 seconds left in practice, so he must have been practicing outside. Oh, I do not see Roger Saucier. Checkered flag is waving for the practice session to be over. Alright guys, for all of you here, I'm going to assume that y'all are the only ones left that are actually making qualifying and race. I'm going to go ahead and do the driver's meeting now. Y'all know how it goes. There are a few new ones here. There's 3 new ones that I know of. You guys just keep it clean. We do have an at-fault system, so if you've read the rules, you understand that if you're at fault, you will be penalized for doing so. Just race clean. We don't mind bumping here and there, but if you crash someone out, you will get called out and you will have to go to the back of the field. That being said, let's keep it clean. We've done pretty well all season. Good luck to all y'all. And mostly good luck to third place in the points tonight, because you're the ones that are racing for money. The top two have pretty much locked it in. So congrats to Jacob Schneider and Riley Frost on first and second in the points. But the race is for third. All right. Watching Dylan Davis, he's putting down times. A 16.288. That will be his 2 laps. Mason Taylor has his first lap done. Lap number 2 done for Mason Taylor. A 16.201. Joel Crozier. He's a little bit farther down on the line. He is third place in the points right now. All he has to do is finish ahead of Chucky Walden. Roger Saucier is not here, so unless he shows up before the end of qualifying, he is out of the money. Riley Frost. Is his second lap going to be any better? Yes, it is. It's good enough for pole for now. A 16.093. Chucky Walden. Is making his first lap. So is Jacob Schneider. And Chucky's 6th place. The 16.626. His last one's a 16.440, but there's the pole sitter. No surprise. Jacob Schneider with the pole. And that is everybody but Robert Hensley and Damon Henry. Those two have not taken a lap yet. All right. Is Robert Hensley going to take a lap? Is Damon Henry going to take a lap? Looks like not. There's 45 seconds remaining. All right, good luck, guys. As I said before the qualifying, keep it clean out there. Let's have a respectful race, and we'll see who comes home with the trophy tonight. Thank you to the 3 new ones tonight. It is our season finale. I hope you understand that. So it'll be a little bit before we have our next season, but just stay tuned. Don't know how to get the chat to go back down once you've done that. Oh well. Starting lineup for tonight's Bristol Motor Speedway race in the street stocks is Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, P1 and P2. Mason Taylor and Dylan Davis, P3, P4. Hadron Taylor and Joel Crozier, P5 and P6. Chucky Walden, Brandon Farley, P7, P8. Damon Henry, P9. And I think Robert Hensley would be 10 if he is racing. Yeah. I'm not racing, so... Robert Hensley, you can line up on the outside line. I will clear any blacks. Okay.
Sounds good.
Good luck and have fun. All right, so we're getting ready to go underway here, the season finale here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Asphalt Assault Series Season 3. Jacob Schneider is on the pole in a familiar spot. Second place, Riley Frost. Newcomer Mason Taylor, third. Dylan Davis, the hometown boy, is in fourth. Hadron Taylor, another newcomer, in fifth. Joel Crozier in sixth. Chucky Walden, seventh. Brandon Farley, eighth. Damon Henry, ninth. And Robert Hensley will round out the 10th position to round out the starting order for tonight's street stock race. We got 40 laps in this race. I don't know what. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, I don't know what happened to Riley Frost. We have had some crazy incidents take place right on the start, so we're going to turn up the volume a little bit so you can hear these cars. Not enough to drown me out, though. Going to go green flag racing this next time by. It is exciting to see what's going to take place here in this final street stock race of the season. It'll be the final PRA street stock race of 2025 in ovals. We do have the street stock road course race on Thursday nights. Don't forget about that. I didn't forget about you, Daniel Blanco. And so now the Mustang will be pulling off this time by to see our leaders take the green flag for the first time in the final race of the season. Jacob Schneider will lead him to the green flag. He gets a stall. Riley Frost will beat him to the line. There was a stall on Jacob Schneider there. That's not going to be a black flag. Green flag is underway. Riley Frost is in the lead. We got Dylan Davis on the outside line, making a pass on Mason Taylor. The hometown boy, Dylan Davis. He showed us really well last week with his second place finish. Although there was only a couple of cars there for the late model stocks, he was a force to be reckoned with against Jacob Schneider. So these cars will probably be full throttle all the way around the track. Riding on board right now with Dylan Davis. This race for the first, second, and third and fourth is right next to each other. I don't know what happened to Robert Hensley. He made a pit stop, okay. I was trying to see what happened there. He's in front of the leaders here. Now Dylan Davis is going to look to the inside of Riley Frost. We do have a battle back here in the second group of cars. Riley's going to move down to 4th. This is going to be an interesting one right here. He's on the outside of Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor takes 3rd place away from Riley Frost. Riley gets right up on his bumper, but he doesn't touch him. Let's look back here at the second group of cars. Joel Crozier is in front of Chucky Walden, which would put him in 3rd place in the points. Brandon Farley's going to take the inside. Nope, he didn't get it all the way there. Bristol Motor Speedway, there's lines all the way around the track. There's really anywhere you can make a groove. The inside, the outside, the middle. Should see a lot of passing here. For several seasons in our Wreckfest League on PC, the Bristol Motor Speedway mod, by the very end, was always our season finale, and something's going on there with Robert Hensley. The next group of cars is going to have to watch out. You see the first group of cars have broken away from the second group of cars. Kind of like a drafting track here with the street stocks. .45 of Robert Hensley's out on the outside. He escapes any harm. But we got a battle heating up here between Dylan Davis and Jacob Schneider. Can Dylan Davis be the one to break the streak? He's half a second back from Jacob Schneider. He's got 25 laps to go next time by. Mason Taylor making a strong appearance here in his first time in the Asphalt Assault Series. He's blinking as soon as I said that. Both the Taylors are blinking, so they must be on the same internet. Joel Crozier is trying to make a pass on Riley Frost right now. The 66 keeps blinking. It's not good. '66, you're blinking a lot. Just be aware. '10 is on the inside. And he's gonna make. I'm nervous right now because Mason Taylor keeps blinking, and with Riley being right there, that's not good. Makes me nervous for Riley Frost. But as this battle heats up, let's look back here. This 3-car battle between the 327, the 349, and the 743. The 3 cars that have 3-digit numbers. That's a lot to say in one sentence. It is a good race here for what looks to be 8th place. Damon Henry's on the inside of Hadron Taylor. And there's a caution. Let's see what happened. 2X. He just loses it. All right, that's the first caution of the night. We're gonna watch it again. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Oh yeah. 45 self spins, but doesn't collect anybody else. No fault. Comes around turn number 2 loose and slams that outside wall. Again, we do welcome people of all skill ranges here, especially in the street stocks. Coming next year, there's going to be some extra padding for those that are newbies, so to speak, here in the street stocks. More details to come later as an announcement for everyone, but we will watch them go around here for the caution laps. Looks like Jacob Schneider gets out of pits in first. They all pitted. 14 laps to go. It'll be about 12 laps to go, maybe 11 whenever it goes green. But as we have a second here, yeah, there we go. Next season, which will be in 2026, our street stocks will start at 8:30 Eastern. The race will start at 8:30 Eastern. Practice will be a 30-minute practice. And we'll 20-minute practice, my bad. Then we'll have a 10-minute qualifying session, 5-minute, whatever. Something like that. The event will start at 8 p.m., but the race will start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, at 9 o'clock, we will have the main event all season long. And that's going to be the street stocks, not the street stocks, the late model stocks and the super late models all in one series. We're going to go green flag this time by, and that's what got me distracted when I seen that. Sorry. And so it's going to encourage more, warm up for the street stocks. There probably won't be a winning purse that is as big for the street stocks like there will be the late models. But we encourage those that are of all skill ranges to come. We don't lock anybody out. Doesn't matter what your I rating is. Green flag. Green flag. Got Jacob Schneider here leading again. Riley Frost in second. Mason Taylor third. There was some incidents going on there. I've seen Joel Crozier move back. That is not good for his point standings. That puts oh, I keep wanting to say a little Maytag. Chucky Walden in front of him, which is that is points implications right there. If Chucky finishes 3 positions ahead of Joel, I think he's got him unless he gets a bonus point. And I think he's got that padding right there between him and the 2 cars. But I believe Joel can come back. We have 10 laps to go. 9 laps to go. We have a race for first between Riley Frost and Jacob Schneider. Will it be Riley Frost that finally takes the winning away from Jacob Schneider? Oh, the set 743 sideways, and he saves it. Oh, wow. That helps Joel Crozier. Not enough, I don't think. We're going to ride on board right here with the lead battle. Riley Frost and Jacob Schneider. This has been the race all season long. I'm keeping my eye on the stats since I don't have anybody here in the booth with me. Just making sure everybody, there's no cautions. There are some battles on the track. Trying to keep our eye on them all. Jacob Schneider is 0.2 of a second ahead of Riley Frost right now. Riley's trying everything. He's got 3 laps to do it in this time by. Meanwhile, there's a battle back here for 5th, I mean. And Joel Crozier is on the apron. He got sideways a little bit. There is a battle for the lead. I got to keep my eye on this. This is the story of all season long. Can Jacob Schneider put himself in the record books of PRA as the first guy to win every single race of a season? Or will Riley Frost be the spoiler? Will he take one victory away? Here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go. Jacob Schneider in the lead. Riley Frost in second. We got Mason Taylor in third. Dylan Davis in fourth. We have a huge battle for the 6th position with Chucky Walden. And right now, Riley's right up on the bumper. And he can't get it. Jacob Schneider is undefeated. Let's watch the rest of them come across the line. I think that's enough. I honestly believe that's enough. We will have to look at the points. But Chucky Walden just finished 3 positions ahead of Joel Crozier. Oh my gosh. Top 3, interview after the race. I will do the points as fast as possible, and I will have the top 3 points finishers. Top 3, Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Mason Taylor. Congratulations. Join the Discord and join for the interview. I'll pull you in the channel. Wow. I'm going to have to do this real quick. I have to go here to Sim Racer Hub. And let's get the latest standings imported. Add provisionals. I think there was only one, and it was Austin LeBlanc. You get to see me do this on live right here. I'm going to turn off. Let's get this over here to Jacob Schneider. We're going to take off the master there. And we're going to go over here. And there's the finishing positions and the standings. We have Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Chucky Walden makes it into third. 1 point ahead of Joel Crozier. Wow! 1 point. 1 point. That is amazing. That is amazing. If Chucky is in here. All right, let's interview our newcomer here, Mason Taylor. Is that correct? I got the right Discord name?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on your first appearance here in PRA. You got a 3rd place finish. How's it feel?
It feels great, man.
That is awesome. Y'all had some crazy racing there. There was battles all around the track. It was kind of hard to keep up with. How's it feel to race with these guys?
It felt great. It was fun, and they raced hard.
Absolutely. You were blinking there about halfway through the race. I got worried for you.
Yeah, I don't have the best of internet, but I make it work.
Yeah. So, are you and the other guy? Are you on the same internet, Taylor?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, because I saw him blinking too. That's why I wondered. But yeah, congratulations on 3rd place. You want to make any shout-outs for any of your fans? Anybody that's maybe watching the broadcast or watch later?
Yeah. I want to thank Noah Taylor, Alley Cat Racing, the Old Landmark Church, and Alley Cat Small Engine Repair.
Well, that is awesome, buddy. So what's your first impression of PRA?
It was great.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, we appreciate you joining us. Unfortunately, this is the season finale, so you'll have to wait a little bit for the next race. But we hope to see you next season.
I hope to see you all next season.
Fantastic. Well, we thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time, buddy.
Yeah, you all have a good one.
You too. Trying to get it over to him, but I'm struggling because this new UI is a little bit different. But there's Mason Taylor. He finished 3rd place. And now we will get Riley Frost. Hello, Riley Frost. 2nd place again, my friend. That was the closest you had to passing Jacob all season long. How does it feel, man? 2nd place is still not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, would have liked to get a win, but I played the no caution strategy off the start, hoping to save some tire, and that caution came out and ruined my plan. So
It seems to happen to you every time.
maybe it's just the wrong plan, I guess.
Yeah, you probably planned the other way and it happened the other way, though.
Feels like it sometimes, but yeah, congratulations to Jacob.
Absolutely. Congratulations to you on 2nd place. You win $25, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Right on. Thank you.
You're welcome. Make any shout-outs before we move on, buddy.
Rockets, graphics, and media, PRA, you, and everybody who helps put these on. It's a fun time. Thank you.
Absolutely. Will you be back next season?
For sure.
All right. Next season's going to be pretty awesome because we're going to have street stocks and then we're going to have a combined late model series. So should be pretty cool.
Right on. Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you next time. Congratulations again on 2nd place. I'll get your information after the race.
Right on. Thanks.
You're welcome. And last but not least, the winner of the race and the champion of the series, Jacob Schneider. How's it feel, buddy? You went undefeated all season long. You're the first person in PRA to ever do it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Couldn't have done it without a little bit of luck on my side. You know, it's the only way you're going to win 6 races. You gotta have some luck on your side in racing. But you know, I had fun. A lot of green flag racing, and it's not what I expected when I joined the league, but I'll for sure take it.
Absolutely. There was a caution about halfway through the race, and did it get you worried?
No, I mean, I feel like I was fine, but I thought 2 tires would be better to kind of free up the car some. And apparently the left front tire was doing more work than I thought because it made me real tight. Riley was a lot quicker than me there at the end. So yeah, the 2-tire call was no good, but luckily there was like 1 less lap, so Riley couldn't get me.
Yeah, he was getting right up to you. I thought it was going to get pretty exciting there. I need to actually put you on the screen. Bristol Motor Speedway. What's your thoughts of the race, man? That was a good one. There was battles all over the track, so it was hard to keep up with everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting in the street stock because you can go flat out and it's faster for 10 laps, and then you can still hold it wide open like for about the entire run, but you actually start going slower. You go faster by lifting a little bit.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it kind of frees the car up some, makes you not so tight. And everybody, I think, everyone was going a bit slower in that first stint because I think we all knew not to kill our right front. But I kind of had it in the bag there. I had a nice lead, and no one was really catching me. And yeah, the yellow definitely made it interesting.
Yes, it did. Y'all had to pit. It made strategy be a part of the play, so basically track position helped.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm surprised I missed a shift on the initial start, and surprised I got the lead back from Riley so quick. I figured he would have tried to hold on. But I think he might have dropped back to save tires. and just gave me the track position.
Very possibly, but yeah, you went undefeated. You could make it 2 for 2 here tonight, and go undefeated. What, 12 in a row?
Yeah, I need to go practice the late model some.
All right, well, we will let you get that underway, and we'll get Chucky Walden in here because he finished 3rd in the points by a very small margin. It was an exciting race there at the end.
I saw that. Congrats to Chucky.
Absolutely. Well, we will probably see you after the race on the late models, Jacob, and good luck.
So, thank you, Justin.
You're welcome. And last but really not least, I'm trying to pull him up here in the Discord. There is my buddy Chucky Walden the third. Buddy, you finished 3rd position in the season by 1 point over Joel Crozier there at the end. Buddy, give me your thoughts on that, because that we're gonna move back in the race here on live and just show the move of the race, because man, that was amazing. Give us your thoughts.
Well, hanging on by the skin of my teeth, basically. Nah, I had fun. I had to miss. I had to miss last weekend, unfortunately, but it was a pretty good season. Not near as didn't finish some of the races like I wanted to, but I mean, I'll take it. I didn't quit halfway through, so that's a plus. But no, I had fun. I was getting a little stressed out in that race, because every time I got behind somebody, I was trying to be patient, but then I was getting impatient and was just like, man, if I just move them. But then I thought, if I move them and they spin, then that just screws me even more. So I kept saying, I was in a call with Flashbang and everybody, and I was like, I need a caution bad, because I'm on an island by myself and I have nothing. I am running the same pace as everybody. Like, I'm screwed. And then lo and behold, we got one. And I was like, thank you. Then I was like, there's only 12 laps left. I'll just stay out. I won't pit. And then everybody else pitted. And I thought, this is probably not going to go very well. So at the last second, I pitted, because I was not about to go from first to last and look like a jackass out there. So I'm happy with it. I got 3rd. I didn't think I was going to, but I mean, everything happened kind of how I needed it to, and I finished exactly where I needed to, hopefully. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun season. I like these street stocks. I hate asphalt racing. You got a dirt racer trying to figure this out, and it's not good.
Absolutely. I went back on the while you were talking there, I went back on the stream here on the replay, and what really won you the race is this little incident on lap 29 between Dylan Davis and Joel Crozier. As long as he was up there right behind Dylan Davis, he had you beat. But right here,
Yeah.
they make contact. If you're watching the broadcast, it'll be 30 seconds later, but they make contact. Joel saves it, man. If he wouldn't have saved it and would have went and actually caused a caution, that might have helped him. But he saved it, and yeah, he couldn't catch back up with y'all after that. So that was the move of the race for you.
Yeah, I got, I think me and Henry and there was another car. We were like almost 3 wide, and I'd seen that little tangle up happen in front of me with Joel, and I was like, oh, well, this might be a wreck, because none of us were lifting, and I was like, this is probably going to get bad. But everybody made it through, and I seen him save it, and I thought, all right, I figured now he's going to be a rolling freight train coming through here with 10 to go, and I'm probably going to get past like I was tied to a stump, because he was quick early, and I couldn't catch him. But I ain't gonna lie, I kept looking up in the mirror and watching him and seeing where he was at, because I was like, man, if he gets to going, I'm screwed. But no, it worked out, and it was fun. I had a hellacious battle, or whatever you want to call it, going on with there was 3 of us right there, and then at one point with like 3 to go, I smoked the outside wall and about took out Henry with me, and it was fixing to get bad at the last couple laps. I thought I was going to lose it right there, but held on to it, so I'm happy with it. Um, hopefully I don't suck in the super late model since I haven't, or late model stock, I guess, since I haven't raced it in a couple weeks. So we'll see how that goes. I ain't gonna get nowhere near in points for that, obviously, but I'm just doing it for fun.
We love having you, Chucky. It's always entertainment when you're here. This is the first time in a while that you've raced, and we didn't have to penalize you.
Well, I got to thank Flashbang for having to do an adult job and go out of state because he didn't have to officiate. So all I got in my ear was him telling me, "Yeah, you're fine. You'll be all right." He didn't care. He didn't have to do his job because if he did, I probably would have got an EOL every last chance he got. So yeah, yeah, I gave you guys a break tonight. I raced calm and cool and collected and didn't do nothing stupid. But if you remember correctly, and I've said it numerous times, Bristol is my kryptonite. If it ends, no matter if it's iRacing or Wreckfest, it's the season ender. And every time I got a race with a tight points battle or something, I get screwed terribly. And you've seen it happen numerous times. So I was hoping that if I came into this, I was like, I just need to finish without getting wrecked, and I will take it. And so it worked. I almost wrecked myself, but it worked out.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on your highest finishing points position, I think, in your iRacing career here in PRA. So, congrats, man. And you got a second place once this season, too. So, a win is just around the corner for you in these asphalt races.
I hope so. I think that's going to have to mean Schneider's going to have to go take a vacation for a couple weeks and give me a chance. Because if not, that dude's in a league of his own. So, but no, hopefully one of these days I'll tag one. If not, I'll just keep racking up podiums or wrecking cars. I don't know, whichever one suits me that night.
Well, buddy, we're going to move on to the late model stocks. Are you racing in those?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
All right. Well, you have a good one, and we will see you later, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. See you.
See ya. And with that being said, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and we will be back right after this. And welcome back to PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA_Network on Twitch. I'm your host, Justin Phoenix, and we returned for some Bristol Motor Speedway action. We just saw some awesome racing there in the street stocks. Hi to everybody in the chat. I'm not creative, sorry. I know that's a friend of mine. Hi. Flashbang, hi. Hi to everybody watching. Sorry I don't interact with the chat much while the race is going because I really can't do all that. I can't multitask. So, yeah, I apologize, but that's just how it is. I got a bunch of stuff on my screen that I have to watch during a race, especially without an official. I'm the one officiating. So, with that being said, we're getting ready to fire up the engines here in the late model stocks. This should be an awesome one. We have a few people already registered for the race. I'm getting in the lobby now as we speak. And while we are talking, let's pull up the point standings for this race. And as you can see, Jacob Schneider has the championship before we even start. He doesn't even have to make, actually he does have to make the race because the winner can get 30 points. So Riley Frost would get about 2 points at that point. So Jacob Schneider just has to qualify, and he has won the championship. Second place is Riley Frost, and he is only 5 points ahead of Lance Sater. If we have more than 5 cars show up this time, it could be an interesting for second place. And then you got Lance Sater in third. You got Jake Handlevick 2 points back from him, and Dylan Davis 4 points back from him. And Austin LeBlanc, who is not here, is 2 points back from him. And then Chucky Walden, who finished third in the points of the street stocks, will be around 7th. He will be very close to getting to Austin's points unless he wins the race. So the race right now is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th, and 6th. We'll say that. And it all depends on how many people show up. So we'll be watching the race from 2nd all the way back to 6th. That being said, congratulations ahead of time to Jacob Schneider for winning the championship. And we thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody that's watched all season long. We really appreciate it. We want to thank you to the donors that donated their own hard-earned cash to pay these drivers. We are still actively looking for sponsorships for this series. So, if anybody's interested out there and want to sponsor something, get your name out there, we will put you on our broadcast. We'll put you on our social media. I'm the one that mostly makes those posts. So, yeah, reach out to me. I'm Justin Phoenix. I'm Phoenix Cross on Discord. So right now we have 4 cars on the track. Dylan Davis, Robert Hensley, Riley Frost, Jacob Schneider. So, next season's going to be a little more interesting for these late model stock guys, because they're going to have to race both the super late models and the late model stocks to win the overall championship. So they're going to have to own both vehicles, and they're going to have some time to actually practice before each race instead of jumping from one car to the next, unless they decide to do the street stock race that is the night opener. Last week we saw 4 cars make the race. I'm having issues. Super lag issues. I don't know what's up. Don't know why it's doing that. I hope everybody can hear me. I think I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. Something weird's happening to me. Okay, thank you, Aaron Fontaine, who is in the chat. Having weird lag issues, just suddenly crashed on me. That's never happened before. So, anyway, checking my mic, I got kicked out. My computer entirely crashed. So, sorry about that. I hope it doesn't happen again. Alright, we have 5 cars in the track. Someone had an incident. I heard him smack it. Thank you. No one else responded. Someone pays attention. I love it. I also know that they're out there making laps. Anyway, what I was going to say before my computer entirely crashed on me, and if it happens again during the race, I really apologize. I don't know why I did that. That's never happened before. Anyway, Jacob Schneider said before that he needed some practice in these late model stocks. Let's get our standings tree up there so everybody can see it. Bam! Look at that time. Look at the time difference between the two. I know it scrolls across the top, but Jake Raven's here. We have 6 cars. Nice. That's double the field that we had last week. I'm grateful for it. I'm hoping next season we can get enough advertising out there to get about 15 to 20 cars on the field. I would love that. We'd have some good racing all around, way around the track. I just want to have fun, guys. That's what I'm here for. The people that are actually out there on the track, you know, they have their personalities. And we like having personalities, but you don't have to be toxic. One person in the field, though, that needs some competition is Jacob Schneider. He needs somebody that's going to actually beat him. Riley Frost has come close a couple of times. Dylan Davis is close to his time right now in the late model stock. All right, that is the end of practice. Just like before, everybody here has been here all season except Robert. Same rules apply. If you cause an incident with another car and it causes a caution, there will be a review of the incident, and whoever is at fault will be put at the end of the field. You get 3 of those. There are points penalties that can come to that. Let's hope that we don't even have to get into that. But I want a clean race. I want you guys to respect each other. No toxicity. This is the final race of the season. I hope it's a fun one to watch. The street stock race definitely was. So go out there and make me proud, guys. It's been a great season. We'll see you next season. look for announcements for what we're doing new next season with the late models. We're combining the late model, super late model with the late model stock. So hopefully that'll give us some more drivers. Good luck. We are watching the hometown native of Bristol, Dylan Davis. Here's his first lap under power, 14.762. Second lap, 14.749. Riley Frost, Jacob Schneider is coming out to make his lap. Jacob Schneider Racing, YouTube. And he gets the pole over Dylan Davis. Riley Frost is out to make some laps. Riley Frost is third, 15.071. Chucky Walden is out to make some laps. That is a shiny chrome car. First lap is faster than Riley Frost. Actually, that's the second lap. My bad. And so to still qualify is Jake Raven and Robert Hensley. Is Jake Raven going to make some laps? Is Robert Hensley going to make laps? Got a minute. Maybe not. All right, so we're going to go back and we're going to look at the championship standings one more time with the 6 cars that are here. Jake Handlevick. Oh, Lance Sater is not in the field. I just now noticed. Loop-de-Loop is not here. Where's old Loop-de-Loop? I had to open Discord up again because my entire computer crashed, so I lost Discord. I just asked in the Discord, is Loop-de-Loop not racing? All right, 6 cars in the field. Looks like we don't have Lance Sater, Loop-de-Loop. Starting lineup for the final race of the season, Jacob Schneider, Dylan Davis on the outside pole. Chucky Walden third, Riley Frost fourth. P5 is Jake Raven, and P6 will be Robert Hensley, not me. I'm not racing. Again, Robert Hensley, you can line up on the outside line. All right, we are waiting for Jacob Schneider. Reading now. 1 minute. Yeah. Well, it looks like Lance Sater can't get in. That is unfortunate for him. And Jacob Schneider just went out. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I just seen him go out and it kind of freaked me out for a second. Blinking. Race is starting now. And if for some reason my computer acts like it did earlier, I'm sorry. Just know that this is an exciting race for me, and I hope it doesn't happen again. Because this is the final race of the season. Jacob Schneider has officially, when he takes the first lap of this race, he officially wins the championship. I think with the bonus point for winning the pole, he has already done that. But let me see. He is 29 points ahead of Riley Frost starting the race. You get 30 points for winning. So he has to make lap 1. He has to make 1 lap of this race. And we know that iRacing can kick you out sometimes right at the start of the race. And so with Lance Sater not making it, that knocks him out of the top 3. Jake Handlovic would be in the top 3 hopeful right now. Jake Handlovic with 2 points back being Dylan Davis. Those are the 2. And Jake is actually 7 points back from Riley Frost. So it is possible for there to be a second place finish for Jake Handlovic. But is he going to get his Bronze Striker title one more time? Green Flag Racing is underway. Final time here at Bristol Motor Speedway for this season. The final start of a race, that is. Let's watch this from the far camera because they are 2 by 2 right now. Jacob Schneider, Dylan Davis first and second. Riley Frost and Chucky Walden in third and fourth. Chucky's taking the outside line. Now he's going to cut under the inside of Riley Frost going into turn number 1. He's down on the apron. Coming around the back stretch, going into turn number 3 on the inside. 2 by 2. He is not fully clear. Now he's clear of Riley Frost. Chucky Walden has moved up to third position. Dylan Davis, right now, as we speak, needs 1 more point to tie Jake Raven. He's 4 points back. So let's watch this battle for first place. Dylan Davis looking out at Jacob Schneider. This is his home track. He qualified on the outside pole. He's staying right there with Jacob Schneider. He's 0.3 of a second back. Jacob Schneider Racing, 81 in the first position. The Vicars, 44. J&W, I don't know. I'm going to have to start asking people what their sponsors are. Lance Sater takes an LPP for tonight. But he'll get last place points. But, let's see. He is 5 points ahead of Jake Raven. Ooh. Last place points will put him 7th place tonight. So we'll have to make sure to look at that. Lance Sater might still get the 3rd position. Jacob Schneider's now pulling away. We got a battle for 3rd place. Let's go back here. Oh, Chucky's into the wall a little bit. In iRacing, that can do damage. Now Riley Frost is back up to 3rd. He was patient. So, Lance Sater is 5 points ahead of Jake Handlovic. Jake Handlovic is in 5th. 2 points back. 4 points back from him to start tonight was Dylan Davis. My math sucks. Somebody else is going to have to do that math. Jacob Schneider's now pulling away from Dylan Davis. He's a 2nd. 1.2 seconds ahead. Now Riley Frost is catching up to Dylan Davis. 32 laps to go. They are running single file. We're going to give honor where honor's due. Jacob Schneider just showing the field one more time. He is the dominant one. He is the conqueror. Riley Frost is now making the pass on Dylan Davis for 2nd place. Can he have anything for Jacob Schneider with 29 laps to go? On board with Dylan Davis, looking out at Riley Frost, who is making his way away from Dylan. 2 seconds back from Jacob Schneider. And he's pulling away from Dylan fast. Dylan has burned those tires. If he ain't careful, he's going to be in the clutches of Chucky in a couple laps. Robert Hensley has went out of the race. We are looking at Chucky Walden coming for third place. His last lap was 0.3 of a second faster than Dylan's. Dylan has burned those tires up trying to keep up with Jacob Schneider. Riding on board with our dirt track ace. Oh, and there's Jake Raven. Hello. He makes the pass. Man, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry, I gotta go back and check that out. Yeah, there. For some reason, my stuff's not working again on iRace control, so it's not telling me incidents. Let's watch that pass again. I was just watching. My iRace control's not working, so he's down there on the inside. Oh yeah, he gets into the wall good there. It's not showing the incidents. Riley Frost almost 3 seconds back from Jacob Schneider with 16 laps to go. Now Jake Raven is running down Dylan Davis. Jake Raven, who is actually 2 points off of Lance Sater. If he finishes where he's at right now, it would be a tie between the two of them. And they both missed races, so we can't even go by how many races someone has made. Oh my gosh. Jake Raven's going to have to catch Dylan and pass him. He is doing that right now. His lap times are 15.6, where Dylan is at 15.9. Riley Frost is still about 3 seconds back from Jacob Schneider. This is the closest battle on the track right now. It's within 1 second now between Jake Raven and Dylan Davis. Coming up on 10 laps to go. Next time by, 10 laps to go. Oh, it's coming. They're getting closer to each other. Oh, you can see it, man. He is definitely going faster than Dylan through the middle of the turn. Dylan's going to block. Dylan's going to block. Jake's going to have to be careful here. Dylan's going to have to be careful not to block and get turned, because then that would be his own fault. And I'm the official. Dylan's right up on the corner of Jake Raven, trying to make it hard for him to get away from him. Dylan has nothing. His tires are shot at this point. Chucky Walden is a lap down. We have 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go. And again, This is what Jake Raven needed to finish third place in the points. He needed a third place to become bronze striker once again. All right. Well, the closest battle on the track now is for the lead. And they're 3 seconds away from each other. And we are coming to the final lap. Jacob Schneider is about to make history. Coming off a turn number, why did it change? Turn number 4. Green, checkered flag for Jacob Schneider. One more time, 12 in a row. No one has ever done that before in PRA history. Jake Raven comes home in third. Alrighty. Let's get the final point standings real quick. I'm calculating final point standings. Top 3, Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Jake Raven in the race. Come to the voice channel for interviews, and I will get the top 3 in the championship in just a moment. And of course, it's not going to actually upload it to Sim Racer Hub for some reason. Please hold for just a moment, because I've got to get these results, and Sim Racer Hub is not working. There we go. I got the results. I had to manually upload them. And so, with that being said, final championship standings, top 3, Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, and I've got to calculate the third one real quick. I got to add the LPP. And it is, there it is. Top 3, Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Jake Handlevick for the championship. And first and foremost, we are going to Jake Raven, 3rd place in the race. Got you 3rd place in the championship. You're in the money. Congratulations, bud. You are bronze striker once again.
Thanks.
You are welcome. So that was a hard fought one there.
Yeah, I really had to push my way back up through the field. I didn't have a lot of time before the race to get in and kind of feel it out. So I didn't know how the setup was, what to expect. I didn't do any practice, no qualifying. So those first 25 laps, I would say, were just really riding it out, making sure I didn't spin out, keeping the car under control, making sure I'm not heating up the tires too much. That way I could keep up the same speed throughout the race.
Absolutely. You did really good with consistency. I saw where Dylan Davis and Chucky were both falling off. Really, they just hit like a brick wall and just fell off real quick. So I know you had a little challenge passing both of those guys. Walk us through that.
Yeah, I did hear Chucky mention over the radio comms that he might have burned up his front right, and that's kind of what his times reflected. I think he was just driving it in a little too hard, a little too quick, and putting too much wheel into it. So that did allow me to catch up to him pretty quick once that happened. He put up a little bit of a fight. I know he tried throwing a little bit of a block going into the corner, but I think just because I had a little bit better tire, I could keep it held down to the bottom a little longer, and I was able to just squeeze in there coming out of 4 to ease past him. And then Dylan, he's like, I'm not losing 3rd place, man. But he was aggressively pulled in front of me, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I just was thinking, what can I do to give him a little bit less time to react to what I'm doing? And I was like, well, I'll just get a run off of the turn. That way, when he tries to pull over to a way that I'm going to be going, I can quickly outmaneuver him and then just fly past him fast enough that he can't react and turn in front of me again. And it seemed to work out okay.
Oh, yeah, it did. And he gave you space after that. He tried to get back to your left rear quarter panel, I bet, to try to intimidate you a little bit.
Possibly. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? When a guy passes you, you got to try and keep the pressure on, make him bobble, mess up so you can get past him again. So I don't blame him if he was trying to give me a little bump in the corner, maybe going in, if being a little aggressive, but that's short track racing. So he didn't just bulldoze me into the corner though. And yeah, I respect that. And he just kind of took it as it was.
Absolutely. Well, man, you got some time if you want to give any shout outs to anybody that helps you or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I know I haven't been around every single race this season. Just time and priorities and things like that get in the way. But I know when my girlfriend's around, she's able to root for me. I'm not sure if she was there tonight because I kind of just came in last minute and didn't let her know. So she might not have been. But, the setup shop for providing us with great setups. You're filling in on the broadcast every week, trying to make it exciting, even if we are spaced apart, trying to fill the void and do what you can. So it's always appreciated, and just all the admins for trying to keep this stuff moving forward.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you racing with us. We appreciate you being a big part of PRA. You ever since you joined us back at PC Request, you've been a big part of us, and I really appreciate you.
I try to hang around and do what I can.
Appreciate you, man, and we'll see you probably next season.
That's the plan, as long as nothing's interfering.
Absolutely, I understand that. Well, we thank you for racing for us again, and give me your PayPal or Cash App information and DM, and I'll get you your payout.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right, dude. Thanks again, and congratulations on third place, Bronze Striker.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And second place again, silver is pretty familiar for you now, and that is your championship position, Riley Frost. How's it feel, my friend?
Well, still haven't got the win yet, but she's all over now. See next season. Maybe we'll get a win.
I mean, you got the second best average finish of everybody in the field, so I mean, you got some stuff to be proud about. I mean, you're no slouch, so give yourself some credit.
Yeah, Jacob's a tough guy to beat. He knows what he's doing for sure.
Yeah, and he's going to be a big part of setting up next season for us here. So we might get a little bit. He may. I don't know if he's racing or what he's going to do, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I can't wait for next season. You want to make any shout outs?
Yeah, we'll like to thank BTR Network, Trackside Lens and Media, and Rockets Graphics and Media. And you guys are putting all these on.
We appreciate you racing with us every week, and it's been real fun. I hope you enjoy your off season, and we'll see you next season.
Right on. See you then.
Have a good one. Also, give me your PayPal information or whatever in DM so I can get you your winnings.
Perfect. We'll talk about it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. And last but not least, a very familiar position at this point, Jacob Schneider with the championship in both the Asphalt Assault Series and the Late Model Stock Series here in PRA. And he has made history, winning 12 races in a row, undefeated in 2 series, all season long. Congratulations. It'll be a huge feat for anyone to beat that record at this point.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Justin. Yeah, if anyone comes close to beating it again, I'll probably come back and try to dethrone them. But yeah, it was a good season. Good racing with you guys. I hate that I made some of the races boring. I wanted to start taking EOLs, but I also, we're 6 weeks deep into this thing. Really 8 weeks if you count the 2-week break. And I wanted to finish it out. I just wanted to make sure I finished it out.
Absolutely. I'm glad you did. I mean, I would have been upset here in the booth if you would have lost a race because you chose to take an EOL.
Yeah, I decided not to push my luck anymore.
Well, the season is over. This is your first full season with us here at PRA. What are your thoughts?
Man, it's so much green flag racing, and I feel like that's everyone's complaint about any other league is too much crashing and intent wrecking, retaliating, and all. Because the iRacing code isn't necessarily in effect, so people think it's a free for all. But that hasn't been the case here in this series. So, anybody watching or listening, come join us for next season. We got some big, longer races. I think even more green flag runs. I hope.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know you joined this season. You missed the Super Late Model Series last season. We did have a crash fest there, but there was a lot of brand new people that came in, and you'll have that a lot whenever new people come in.
Yeah, they're a little tougher to drive, but I think you got enough people here. Like, if the same 6 or 7 that ran with us all season show up, you have a good base, and people learn, what's going on by the guys who've been here.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we saw about halfway through that race, Dylan Davis and Chucky Walden lost their tires. I mean, they were burning their... Dylan was keeping up with you the first bit, but he burned his tires up to keep up, and he had a huge drop off, and we had to actually see some action between Jake Raven and those two, and they blocked him a little bit and stuff, and you saw the normal short track racing, but nobody wrecked each other, nobody junked each other. It was very respectful blocking. So yeah, it was
I
fun
was
to
kind
watch.
of waiting on the yellow to come out. I was like, please just stay green.
Yeah, I bet Riley would have had something for you if it would have went a short shootout there at the end.
Yeah, we would all got tires, so yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have gotten 2 tires again like I did in the street stock. But yeah, it would have been more interesting for sure, but I'm glad I was just able to bring it home.
So yeah, you and the 81 Jacob Schneider Racing YouTube, go ahead and give any shout outs you want to make.
Again, to you guys, PRA, for putting this on. PRA Network 2. Watch all the YouTube videos of us and the IndyCar League and GT3 racing. It's all pretty good racing. I know people who run in all the series, and they enjoy all of them. And yeah, if while you're checking that out, after you're done checking that out, go over to Jacob Schneider Racing on YouTube and check out some of my videos as well.
Absolutely. Well, me and you've got something cooking for next season. Hopefully, we'll bring in at least 15 to 20 drivers, and that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I sure hope so. And for anybody who quit showing up to the street stock stuff because I was spoiling it too much, I will not be running street stocks. I'm not sure that I'll be able to run the full season, whatever we do, just because it'll be the real world racing season, be starting back up. So I don't know what my plans are there, but I will definitely make as many of them as I can.
There it is. It means someone else has an opportunity to win the championship.
I hope Riley goes undefeated in street stocks next season. He deserves it.
Yeah, he got silvers all season long, and he definitely, you could hear the dejection in his voice that he could not win one. But it is what it is. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. And for you, you won them all. So congratulations again. 12 in a row. No one ever has done that, and it'll be really hard for someone to do that again. So we again appreciate you joining us this season, Jacob. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see you next season, probably on the track some more.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
All right. We thank you for joining us, and congratulations. And again, I'll talk with you after about the winnings and stuff. We've discussed a little bit of it, but we'll get that taken care of after the race.
Sounds good.
Thank you, my friend. We'll see you next season.
Good night.
You too. And with that being said, that is all she wrote for the PRA Short Track League season, the Asphalt Assault Series Season 2, and the Late Model Stock Series Season 3. Late Model Stock Series Season 3. And Jacob Schneider wins them all. WWW. All 12 of them. Nobody's ever done that, and probably never will again. And that is a feat that he can take home in the record books. And I'm the one that takes care of the record books, so it'll be written in there. But anyway, for PRA, for Shannon Milliken and the board of directors here at PRA, we want to thank everyone for watching. We want to thank everybody for joining in all season long. Watching Jacob Schneider stink up the show, as he said, make the race boring. It is what it is. It happens. It happens. Somebody out there that knows that they can challenge him, come on in and race him. It's we're all here for fun and pretty casual, relaxed league. So, like to see more people out next season. Next season, this is the official announcement. Next season will start either January or February of 2026. And we will have street stocks. The race will start at 8:30. Practice will start at 8 Eastern time. So you'll get 30 minutes, 25 minutes of practice, and then 30 minutes of race. And then that'll be the warm-up for the main event, which will be the late model series that's coming. It's still a working title, so I'm not going to officially say the title of the series yet. but it's going to be late model stocks and super late models together. And so it'll be the late model stock series season 4, but it'll be the super late model series season 2. At the same time, there'll be an overall championship. There'll be a championship for the late model stocks, and there'll be a championship for the super late models. The money will go to the overall champions and the top champions. I'm sorry, overall champion and the champion of each series will get the money this time. And so, look out for that. January or February 2026. We're going to have a little bit of an off season. I've got other things I've got to do on Monday nights for the foreseeable future for the rest of 2025. And so I want to just say thank you all for watching. Thank you for being with us all season long. And I appreciate all of you that joined. Sorry to those that didn't get to race with us. It was an awesome season. We thank you for watching. We thank you for joining us. For PRA, I am Justin Phoenix, and we will see you next time. Tomorrow night is the IndyCar Series. I don't know what track they're at. I will look at that real quick. It is Milwaukee. So they're doing oval racing tomorrow night in the IndyCar Series. So go join the IndyCar Series if you want some more oval racing action. Thursday night we got street stocks on road courses. Let me see that schedule actually. That is Sonoma. The Cup version of Sonoma will be street stocks at road racing. And then we got GT3s. Let me look at that schedule. And that is November 7th, so we are off a week. Okay. Yeah, we're off a week. So there's no GT3 series racing this coming week. All right. I think that's our iRacing schedule for this coming week. And so we'll see you in a couple of months here at the PRA Short Track League.